How do you feel now, like, about everything? Let's do therapy now.
You know what? Let me do something. How do you feel now, Spray? I'm going to be your therapist, bro.
I feel like this show is a bit of therapy.
Yeah,
it's like therapy for
Spray?
him,
How
talking
do
on.
you feel?
Understand?
I'm just about to tell him how I feel. I feel like the host.
Okay.
So we ask the questions.
Yeah, but I
feel like the host.
Yeah, that's cool. You
been there before, Cream. I've learned. That's what I'm saying. I've learned about all of this. Lynn May, you got Lynn May. She tried to talk about that.
Reverse psychology.
Yeah, I fell into that trap. You get what I'm saying? We won't. Our show.
Big up, Lynn.
Definitely your show.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
therapy. How do you feel about everything
I'm
now?
great. You know what? I feel like we're always forever growing. I feel like life is about every day is an opportunity.
Bro, like
every day is an opportunity to do better. And those that know better do better.
How are you with your mum and that?
My mum passed away.
R.I.P.
So I hated my mum. I literally hated my mother for many, many years.
That's why I
hated her. Didn't understand why she gave me away. Didn't understand, like, I used to come back, I used to get beats for things, and I hated that woman. And then 10 years before she passed away, I turned it around, and she became like the most beautifulest, most powerfulest woman that I knew. Do you know what I'm saying? And I was the last person to see her alive as well. Forgave her. We forgave each other. So now every March I have an event called the Power of a Woman. So the next one is March 10th, which is the actual day she passed away.
Right.
And we honour women of colour for all the things they do in the community. We honour strong black women, and I also celebrate my mum. I feel like she never had the tools to be able to. She's done the best with what she had at the time. And I was so caught up in my own pain, my own trauma, my own.
She caused that pain and
why
trauma.
that happened to me?
I don't know.
She caused that pain and trauma.
I wouldn't say she caused it. I would say that she was in a situation that she done the best with what she had. I mean, that's. Do you know what I'm saying?
And as adults as well, like you make mistake. Everybody makes. I'm sure she. You know what I mean? Like maybe if she knew better, she could have done something differently. Or
and that's what
do you understand?
And that's my whole point. My whole point is that, do you know what? I'm sure there's things you can look in at yourself that you would have done differently, given different tools. Do you know what I'm saying? Like if you
I
knew
got no regrets.
No, it's not about having regrets.
But don't you look at your situation in two different eyes, from a child to an adult?
You have to.
Because you know, like when you look at your mum in a situation, when you're a child, it looks so different. But when you're an adult and you look back on the same scenario.
And even more so when you've got children as well of your own.
Sorry, I do. But that's why I'm talking as an adult here.
Right.
As an adult, I find it impossible to think of how I would give my child away.
I'll tell you something, right?
I'm not talking as a kid.
Yeah.
I'm talking as an adult that can't imagine giving my child.
But this is the thing. You see what happens, right? As adults,
anything at
all. We all have
for
children inside of us still. And what a lot of adults don't seem to understand is that as adults, there's a part of us that's adult, and we all have. You have a little boy in you still.
Definitely. Come on,
I'm straight.
Yeah. So what I'm saying, we all have
all
it.
right.
So what happens a lot of the time is that we make decisions from our child and not the adult. Now, the child in me would have always hated my mum for what she done to me.
No, I get that.
Yeah, the child, like you gave me, you wasn't there for me. You didn't make me feel like you never told me you loved me. You never hugged me. You never done these things. But the adult part of me realizes why that happened, how it happened, and fixed the relationship that we had, and allowed me to forgive each other.
That's the only way you're gonna be able to heal from it anyway.
What was it that happened 10 years ago that made you change your mindset?
Just growth, man. Just growing up, man. Like, do you know what I mean? Relationships, growing, seeing my mum, my siblings around my mum.
How are you, like, I'm not going mad, but with your baby mother, just like, are you lot cool? Like, was it a case of seeing like your son with?
Do you know what? So
with your baby mother,
my kid's mum was like, I've had situations where we don't talk, we don't get on. But ultimately speaking, I'm about forgiveness, innit? At the end of the day, like, it's always about forgiving and moving forward. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm non-judgmental because I've done a lot of stuff in my life and I've hurt a lot of people in many different ways. Do you know what I'm saying? And so only someone who's never done that should be able to judge somebody. And there's not no person in this world, there's no one alive today or that's passed away that A, hasn't hurt somebody, or B, hasn't had to apologise to somebody.
Right.
Or hasn't asked to be forgiven for something. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, no one is perfect.
What, are you in contact with your foster mum? Is she still alive?
No, they passed away when I was...
Really?
That was the catalyst for... Because they were old. That was the catalyst for, I guess, my trouble. Because I went to school and I found out that my foster mother had passed away, and the guy that was sitting opposite me was teasing me, was laughing at me, got into a big fight, and I literally...
How old was you?
13.
Oh,
And
really?
yeah, and so at that point, consequently, had a big fight. He ended up not too good. And then after that, I kind of went into this place where I just...
Fuck the world.
Yeah, fuck the world, fuck everybody. Everyone's a target for me. Do you know what I'm saying? I became this not nice person. Like, didn't really... Yeah, I didn't know what love was. Do you know what I mean? Didn't really know who I was, to be fair. And so, yeah, I went on this mad journey, man.
Yeah, I rate you still. That's a lot of trauma, man. A lot of shit to go through.
And especially for the women as well, to be removed from your life at such a young age.
Listen,
do you know what I mean? Like, that must have played a part in things. Do you
not
get
just
me?
go mad and just kill bare people and go to jail.
Do you know what? There was a time in my life where I just felt like nothing really mattered. People didn't really matter. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, anything, whatever happened. Do you know what I'm saying? And so I think that's why I reached out to the whole roads and stuff like that. You're not getting love at home from your mum and dad. That's why a lot of these young people, when I go into schools and prisons and I talk to some of these kids, I understand their pain. Because sometimes when you're not getting the love from the people you meant to get it from, you find alternatives, whether it be the roads, whether it be drugs, whether it be alcohol, whether it be something. But a lot of these young people just need love, man, and need hugs. I need someone to let them know that they care and they're there for them. And I never had that. Do you know what I mean? I never had that. So you just go where you go, innit?
Yeah, man. It's inspirational though, man. Just how you've ended up.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
I appreciate you, man. Do you know what?
That's what I found out, because I didn't know that, you know. Imagine that I didn't know you was fostered. But
No, neither did I.
was fostered.
I didn't until I read last night.
I was. I mean, at one point I was going through child abuse as well.
I was. Imagine I was just gonna say that.
I went through,
because a lot of people in the system.
If it's sexual, I'm gonna end the show.
Was it though?
To a degree. It wasn't. No, I'll keep it real.
That. Sit down.
Keep it real, man. I'll keep it real. Oh, it's just me and you then. It's just me and you, man. But it wasn't as bad as that, but it was bad.
But still being taken advantage of.
Do you
understand what I'm saying?
A lot of taking advantage of as a young kid. Remember, I was there from when I was 3 months old to when I was 9. Do you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people won't. There's a lot of people. I done this film called Some Things, and I went to BAFTA and I screened it in BAFTA in front of everybody.
Gunshot,
and loads of people came out and were crying and all the rest of it. And I got to realise that there's so many black families out here that I've experienced the same thing, and they won't talk about it. They hide it. But I'm not a victim. You know what I'm saying? I've never been a victim, and I refuse to be defined by my past. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I made that film, Some Things. Do you know what I mean? To kind of let people know that, you know what, it doesn't bother me to talk about these things.
No. Do you know what it is? It's just shocking, isn't it? Like, to me, I know. Sorry about going to the other, because that's the biggest why. But why you killed him?
Literally, I remember you're talking about you're talking about a little boy that was 4 or 5. You know what I'm saying? A kid.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what happened to me.
I'm just
no.
I'm just,
like I said, it's all good.
No, but you know me. You didn't prepare me for this, big bro.
No, but then it wouldn't be real. You know what I mean? And this is realer than most.
Yeah, no, true.
You know what I mean? I keep my shit real. You know what I mean?
True.
So at the end of the day, for me, I put that shit in a box, and I even forgot that shit had happened to me. Do you know what I mean? I put it in a little box, put it under the bed, didn't know it was there until I made a film and called Some Things. And my sister said to me, look, bro, if you're gonna make a film about child abuse, you have to own your own shit. And that's when I realised, and I started to unpick all the things that had happened to me when I was young. And then I realised, fuck, man,
that's so fucked, you know.
That shit was happening to me.
Was that in the care home?
Yeah, in the foster care.
That's why you hate
your
mum and all that.
Partly.
Trust me, fam.
Yeah, but I didn't know.
Do you get what I'm saying? It's not like you sent somewhere where you were safe. Like,
but I didn't.
Do you know what I mean?
The thing is that the hardest thing is when you're around people that are meant to protect you and you think you're safe, but you don't know you're not safe until you get older. And that's the fucked up thing. Like, you know, like when someone's doing something to you or treating you a certain way, and when these things are happening, you just think it's normal. They're normalizing it. If as a kid, if I'm coming in every day, right, and I'm slapping you on your cheeks every single day when I come in, when you get older, you start to believe that getting slapped every day is normal.
Yeah.
So then when you get older, you start slapping your kids every day because you think it's normal shit. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's the most gravest thing about those kind of things. Like, that's why they say, thankfully for me, I managed to kind of like, it didn't send me down that way, but they say hurt people. Do you know what I'm saying? And so luckily for me, it didn't make me go down the same road as the things that happened to me. So Yeah.
But it's, you know, the maddest thing, yeah, is we was kind of touched on it, but it's so mad that like the older generation that they used to think that that's cool.